in our bank policies. Gold is an international currency that can't be issued or controlled by governments. You don't have the only hard currency that has outlasted politicians and governments for centuries. You need to speak to my friends at Goldline right now. 1-877-365-COIN. Goldline also offers price protection against short-term market fluctuations on qualifying purchases, so you can buy with confidence. Read Goldline's important risk information to see if buying gold is right for you. That's 1-877-365-COIN, 1-877-365-2646.
Car right now. We know we gave you a lot to think about. Mark Levin has one thing to say so you don't get distracted. Pay attention. Sean Hannity.
White knight in shining armor.
Tomorrow at noon. Our talk.
Let's go to Mike, Redondo Beach, California on the Mark Levin app. Go.
Hi, Mark. I love your voucher plan. You know, I read in the Wall Street Journal recently that people on Medicaid, their health outcomes are no better than people who are uninsured. So anybody who would attack this voucher plan as saying, well, we can't take away from people on Medicaid, they're already being taken away from because they are not getting any kind of benefit from being on Medicaid. It's the same as being uninsured. As the study showed, the people on private insurance are the people with the best health outcomes. This gets them onto private insurance and better health outcomes. Plus, there's so many doctors they can't even see on Medicaid, so many services not covered. This will allow them to have much more in the way of coverage, doctors that they want to see, not being turned away at the door because they're on Medicaid.
Wouldn't this have been, all the time the Republicans had to think about it, all the think tanks in Washington, D.C., don't you think something like this, something akin to this, doesn't have to be exactly this, that they would have come up with it, would have thought about it? I'm sitting here during the break just thinking about it. I'm going, what are we doing? Let's find ways for these people to buy policies, not run everything through the government, state, feds, all the rest of it. Let's get a lot of the expense of the bureaucracy out of this system. Let's strengthen the private sector. Let's create more choice where people want to pick the kinds of plans they want to choose, not of one or two or three plans. And individuals can use the voucher only to purchase a policy, or if they want to add more money to it, they can use the voucher and their money and buy a better or different policy and take that along with these health savings accounts. The Republicans are proposing a health savings account. It's capped, and you can only buy the kind of policies that the government approves. Why is that?
Well, the establishment...
It's my money. Why can't I buy whatever the hell kind of policy I want?
Yeah, and especially, they'll look at it as an attack on Medicaid and fail to tell people that Medicaid really is not doing anyone any good.
Well, rather than defending Medicaid, we should defend health care. Health care. Medicaid is a thing. It's like the golden calf. Anyway, Mike. All right, thank you for your call. And Mike is right. You've got an entire bureaucracy built around this. Politicians who have invested their futures on this. They'll talk about, you're privatizing Medicaid. Well, no. We are helping poor people.
Either make the fucking turn or get out of the way!
Quality health care. And so the federal taxpayer doesn't go broke. Now, it's true that the federal taxpayer, you and me, are going to be subsidizing these purchases. But there'll be less...
I got you on a dash cam, bitch!
Less government involved and more private activity involved. That's the bottom line. Let's go to David, Emporia, Kansas, Sirius Satellite. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing tonight?
All right, my friend.
Hey, I'm an avid listener to your show when I can, anyway.
Thank you.
Been listening to it for a long time, and I've always heard your idea about your healthcare savings account and everything like that.
No. The healthcare savings account is not my idea. I agree with it, and I would expand it. What I'm talking about today is a voucher for truly provable poor people to purchase private health care rather than all this Medicaid stuff. That is, they buy a healthcare policy.